crimes, the simplest rhymes. Yeah. Just one analysis will prove you're anti-cannabis. You're adjusting to get the packaging, imagining the facts are happening. You're panicking, confused about humanity. You're anti-allergy to personality, to agony, to nationality. That had to be a straight out fantasy. Just talking gibberish to who ain't listening. So pack it in in tin, stash it in the bin. The world is taking its last spin for the gods of the kings. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. Yeah, the simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. Yeah, check it. Yeah, the simplest crimes, the simplest lies. I'll make it minimum. I'm the kind of guy that chillable, not killable. I keep it to what's visual, like subliminals and physical. They try to play up for awful. I've not been to that at school. I'm not as smart as you, but I know when someone's faking a smile. When the weekend and they are, as the whole world is going wild. All we need's an explanation about they fucked every nation. And now we're locked in our basements and waiting, praying, pacing, getting ready for a spaceship or a rocket. Or when the world stops for a minute. I'm not in it, but you best believe it. I'm not tripping, there's just the times we're living. They're just tracing, not evacuating. Sit behind the desk and masturbating, framing people that are not educated, interrogating, they're blaming and assassinating. Putting them on the list is missed when they're buried in the ditch. That's a felony, it causes enemies. That's why we're building nemesis. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes. The simplest crimes, the simplest lies, the simplest times, the simplest rhymes.